Are you sick of every Yahoo on Twitter right now going on about the console wars? PS5 is better, Xbox, PC. Well, today we're going through every single console from 19 to 2000 and we're going to rank them from S tier to absolute stinky doggy doo-doo. Let's go. Okay, so first let's go through the tiers that are actually available for all these consoles, because I haven't touched every one of these consoles. So we've got S tier, we've got good when it came out, we've got A tier, B tier, C tier and D tier. We get nostalgia be hitting me, we've got never touched, and absolute stinky doggy doo-doo. Now, are some of your favourite things going to be in stinky doggy doo-doo? Yes, but you can always hope that it's not. So let's begin at the start for now, and then maybe we'll kind of go through some of these independently. But for now, let's start with Atari Pong. Now, I have played this. It was definitely before my time when it came out. However, it's Pong, it's Atari. It's good when it came out, not really much now. Okay, finally, one that I have actually put my hands on, a Nintendo Game Boy. Nintendo Game Boy? It's the start of the Game Boy. Oh. Oh. Is it objectively good, or is it just nostalgia? I'm going to say it's B tier. I'm going to try not let nostalgia rule me, and I'm trying to think objectively about the actual console, what it was capable of at the time. Now obviously at the time Game Boys were revolutionary, but compared to now they wouldn't be so good. But then again, that's not really fair. You know what? A tier. It's going in A tier, don't worry. Right, Nintendo SNES. Absolutely loved this. Boom. A tier. No qualms about that. Nintendo SNES worked the same as Gen 2, I would imagine. That's going in A tier as well. Which one did I have? I think it was that one. Sega Genesis. Right, okay. That had the original Sonic. Come on. A tier. It's got to be. I loved the Sega. I loved Nintendo way back in the day. Those definitely deserve to be there. Now, N64. Come on, you've got Mario 64, Banjo and Kazooie, Mario Kart 64, you've got GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, so many games that you can play by yourself and with friends. That has got to be our first S tier, 100%. Woo! Game Boy Color. Brr, definitely A tier, that's pretty good. Okay, Game Boy Advanced. Oh man, so many Game Boy games. You've got Sonic Advance, you've got all the Pokemons. I'm going to say that's S tier. Right, so there's a bunch of different PS3s. I'm just going to rope all the same console into one thing, because when you're thinking back about how good a console was, you're thinking back about the games and the experiences, not necessarily the type of hardware it had. Like, I don't know the difference between a Gen 2, Gen 3 and an original PS3, and I just remember loving the PS3. So I'm going to say PS3 is definitely S tier. PSP, now, I didn't dig the PSP. I thought the PSP was kind of guff when I played it, to be honest. So I'm going to have to put the PSP in C tier. I'm sorry for all you PSP fanatics, but if you love the PSP, let me know why I'm wrong and why I should die in the comments below. Xbox. This is the moment people are probably waiting for, to find out if I'm an Xbox guy or if I'm a PlayStation guy. Well, I hate to disappoint you, I'm a PlayStation guy. But pitchforks down. It's cool. It's cool. Still loved the original Xbox. I didn't play much of Halo, which is Xbox's like crowning thing, but I remember things like Dead Rising. Oh wait, that was 360. What was the original Xbox? I remember playing Buffy the Vampire Slayer games on the original Xbox. I know I loved the original Xbox. I'm going to put the original Xbox in A tier, mainly because I do remember loving it. I don't remember all the games I played on it, but I did enjoy it. I've never owned an Xbox, but my brother had one, and whenever he would leave, I would just play his. And I really enjoyed that, along with PS3. The only reason why I'm probably more of a PlayStation guy is because all my friends had a PlayStation, so I bet if all my friends had an Xbox, I would have probably grew up with an Xbox. It's really that, that's the difference for me. I never noticed like a difference in quality and stuff like that. Actually, one thing I loved about Xbox 360, you read avatars, the little people that you create when you're signing in and stuff. Loved that. Thought that was great. I've always felt that PlayStation needs something like that, like a little avatar. You know how like Nintendo had Mii's, 360 had your avatars. I would love if Sony went and got us something like that, but there you go. GameCube, 100% S tier. GameCube, amazing. You've got Wind Waker, you've got Sunshine, you've got Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, which has put me on a lifelong quest to finally get a Chow Garden once again. One day Sonic will do it once again. You've got, oh, PS2. I mean, it had Metal Gear Solid, had it had Metal Gear Solid and Kingdom Hearts. Bada bing, bada boom. PS5, I do have a PS5. I got it relatively not long after it came out, luckily. I've got two PS5 controllers, and it's just, they've got drift, which sucks, and it actually overheats and it overheated and shut down when I was playing the Final Fantasy 16 demo. So you know what? I'm putting the PS5 in B tier. Now, Xbox Series X. This is a tough one. I have played it. I don't own it. There are a lot of games on the Series X that I have enjoyed. Sea of Thieves is one of my favourite games I've ever played, and I wish I had an Xbox to play it on. And before PC people come in and be like, you can play on PC. I hate gaming on a PC. I've not heard much about drift controls on compared to PS5. I've really not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it beside the PS5, because I've not heard anything insane about the new Xbox, but I've not necessarily heard anything bad other than maybe lack of like first party games. But you know, with Starfield coming out in like what, a week, you know, it could be good. Right, okay, we've been going for 60 minutes, so let's do a rapid fire round. Okay, 3DS was fantastic, A tier. Switch, I've got drift in my freaking Switch too. I'm putting it in B tier. Yeah, it's got a lot of good stuff in it, but a lot of the best things about Switch is good things about other consoles, like the fact that you can play older Nintendo games on it. That isn't the Switch is doing. That's the old consoles being good and getting papped on Switch. So I'm putting Switch here. So yeah, that can stay there. Wii U, I loved the Wii U. See, getting my friends over and playing Nintendo Land and all the fun party games you could play on Wii U. Plus, Wind Waker Remaster or HD Remake, whatever you want to call it. So good. A tier. Bada bing, bada boom. Don't even come after me. Wii, gotta go. Wii, S tier. Nothing wrong with it. Best time ever. You had so much fun. Switch OLED. It's bigger than a normal Switch. I've played it. It's alright, it's a bit brighter, it's a bit nicer looking, but when you plug it into a dock, it just does the exact same thing. It's not even like a hardware upgrade, so it goes in the B tier. Xbox One. Xbox One? What is the difference between... Oh, the one was the PS4 era. That's where Sea of Thieves came out on, isn't it? But Sea of Thieves has also been upgraded to the Series X. I'm going to put the Xbox One in A tier, because I had a lot of fun with the games on Xbox One. And from what I've heard, Xbox are a bit nicer to their indie developers. So, I'm going to pop that there. Of course, we've got computer, PC console gaming, or PC gaming computer. Absolutely stinky doggy doo-doo. And you can take that to the bank. Right, I can feel you yelling at me through the screen. It's fine. Do you want me to move it to D tier? I'll move it to D tier. I'm fine with that. I'll move it to D tier. It's cool. D tier it is. It's not an absolutely stinky doggy poo-poo. Congratulations. You've won. You've beat me. The new 3DS. Is that the one that doesn't fold over? What is the one that doesn't fold over? The 2DS. Absolute ridiculous thing. Look at that. How are you supposed to hold that in a comfortable setting? Plus it's got a smaller little bottom screen. Get that in the C tier. Absolute nonsense. A Switch Lite. It's just a worse version of a Switch. C tier. Get it in the bin. Wii Mini. Is that just like a small Wii? If this is just a... If someone's played this and it's just a small Wii, S tier, because I assume it does all the same things that a Wii can do. God, there's still so many. But there's so many that I've never even touched. Like Steam Link, never touched. Steam Deck, never touched. OnLive Cloud, never touched. Shield TV, well, you know what? That's probably an absolute stinky doggy doo-doo, so it's staying there. Nvidia, Shield Portal. What are all these things? Playdate, never touched. Xbox Series S. How is that different from the other thing? What is the other thing? What is Series X, Xbox Series S? Are they not the same thing? It looks like a big cube. Similar to that. C tier. Screw it. Nintendo Virtual Boy. Oh, Game Boy Advance SP? Come on. That's got to be A tier, right? Yeah, that's got to be A tier. A DS Lite. I did have a DS Lite. DS Lite be hitting me with nostalgia. Oh, PS4 Pro. I did have that. Sounded like a jet engine taking off, but I did love all the games that were on it. So you know what? I'm going to pop that right there. Right in the A tier. Don't you worry, PS4 fans. PS4, well, it's not as good as the Pro, so I'm just going to slam that into B tier. Don't worry about it. Dreamcast, never played it, however it did have Sonic Adventure, so, and Sonic Adventure 2. What are other ones that... Honestly, I'm just going to count all the Segas as one Sega. The Sega Genesis was probably the most notable one. Can we agree on that? So that will stay in A tier. That's pretty decent. New 3DS XL. 3DS XL. What is the difference? I wish I went and made a thing called Waste of Money, because it looks like it's the exact... Wait, is this another thing that's... Does it fold? That's a wee fold thing there, isn't it? Right, okay. Okay. That's fine. Oh my god, the original PlayStation. Metal Gear Solid. Come on. Siphon Filter. That's got to be nostalgia be hitting me. Absolutely. PlayStation Vita. I'm not really into a PlayStation Vita. The exact same as I was the PSP. I've got very limited remembrance of it. So I'm going to say it's probably better than the PSP, but not as good as other things. But then again, I'm putting that beside. Nah, you're going down. You're going down. Got to look at all the other stuff. Okay, there's a definitive list. I hope you're not too upset about where your favourite console went, or your favourite console from childhood. And if I didn't rank it at all, it was so nothing that I just couldn't bring myself to move over my mouse and put it into a slot. By the way, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't take this too seriously. I know a lot of people get angry when they see their things being disrespected and stuff like that. I get it, we all had a childhood, we all love consoles, and we all wish our console was the best console at the ball. Probably not, but hey, just enjoy the video for what it is, and you know, your console can still be your favourite console, except PC, which is absolute stinky doggy doo-doo. Bye everyone.